They said survival would be simple. They lied. No friends, no safe haven, just me, my wits, and a horde of zombies that really don't like me. For 100 days, I fought, scavenged, and made more mistakes than I'd care to admit. But somehow, I'm still here. Welcome to Project Zomboid, where every day is a fight and every mistake could be your last. So this was it. The end of times. Humanity fell, the world burned, and somehow I spawned in with zero survival instincts. I just need to zoom in and look at my character. You see my character, guys? I got a big bulge, I got sweet cheeks, and I'm gonna clap some zombies. I mean, I spawned in a perfectly safe, fully stocked house, and immediately walked out the front door. Why survive in comfort when I can choose chaos, right? Instead of looting like a normal functioning human, I wandered down the road and found a big fancy house. And my brain went, yup, that's mine. With no zombies in sight, I tried breaking in, and almost shattered the window with my bare hands. No! Oh, I almost smashed window. I meant to close curtains. 10 out of 10, great way to start. Inside, I did what every pro gamer does on day one. I turned off the light switches and clicked every button trying to figure out the controls. Then I heard it. Okay, no zombie. Wait, actually, I'm gonna crouch just in case. Sorry. That guy's so scary. No weapon, no plan, no dignity. So naturally, I made the smartest possible decision. Did you hear me? I think they heard me. Okay. I did a bad idea. I survived somehow. Barely. And then I just kept running. Through forests, roads, questionable neighborhoods. I ran like a terrified marathon runner with nothing going for me except trauma and cardio. The sun started going down. And finally I found some train tracks. And for one beautiful moment, I thought, this seems safe. Can I go in here? Okay. A building alarm went off and every zombie in the county decided to RSVP. So I sprinted again. Welcome to Project Zomboid. Morning hit and honestly, I barely noticed. What did get my attention was a giant barbed wired fence surrounding the area. Nothing says totally normal and definitely safe like a fortified compound. My character was starving, dehydrated, and probably hating me at this point. So I searched around until I found some washroom stalls. Perfect place to drink water and also wash off the post-apocalyptic stink. Because zombies hearing me was bad. Zombies smelling me? Yeah, instant death sentence. After leaving the washrooms, I wandered deeper into the area and finally found zombies to fight. Turns out, I enjoyed that way more than I should. Unfortunately, my weapon broke faster than my confidence. Inside the facility, I held my ground for as long as I could, but the zombies kept coming, and eventually I made my next brilliant decision. Walking into pitch darkness with no plan and no bandages. Yep, we love consistency. I can't see. Oh my god. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Nope, I can move. Nope. Today I grabbed some new traits, including burglar, which I'm pretty sure translate into me breaking into things more professionally. Instead of abandoning the original house like an emotionally distant raccoon, I actually stuck around this time and wow, this place had loot. Food, supplies, books, things that actual survivors would have gotten day one. I remembered a comment saying, read books in front of a TV for extra XP. So I sat in front of a turned off television. Professional gamer. While clicking through the menus, I discovered a health menu, a skill leveling system, crafting menus, and the painful truth that this entire game is learning through trauma and mistakes. Speaking of mistakes, zombie bites. Yeah, they're basically hard mode permadeath. So imagine my joy when I realized I was bleeding out with zero bandages. My health bar was red, I was red, everything was red. Another lesson learned. I think I'm just gonna bleed out here. Are you kidding me? New day, new hope. And a new neighborhood full of trailer homes. Inside each one of them, I searched for food, water, bandages, a weapon, and maybe inner peace. The best thing I found was clothing, which I very responsibly turned into sheet rope. Because if I can't survive, at least I could escape dramatically. On the way out, I noticed a nearby complex, fully locked. So I double backed and found a farmhouse. What is that? Oh, there's a scarecrow there? That is terrifying. Today started peacefully until it didn't. Ooh, a zombie out here. Okay, good thing I turned off the light when I did. Suddenly, I was fighting for my life again, sprinting through neighborhoods and praying for decent loot. Sneaking became my best skill because running was the only cardio I ever needed. Eventually, I stumbled upon a warehouse and jackpot. Tools, supplies, everything. I pushed zombies down, stomped heads, and finally got lucky with an unlocked door. Locked it behind because I may be dumb, but I'm not that dumb. Inside though, I ran into the biggest problem. You cannot see zombies on staircases. Nothing like blind panic and surprise violence. Bleeding again, looting again, survival at its finest. This was desperation mode. I sprinted into a restaurant hoping for medical supplies. No bandages, just more zombies and bad decisions. Eventually, I accepted reality. The only way to get bandages was going back into the residential areas. And let me tell you, my character was not handling the stress well. And honestly, same. At this point, I stopped counting how many runs I'd done. But finally, I started understanding the game. Step 1, clear spawn house. Step 2, check bathrooms first. Bandages live there. Step 3, don't get bitten in the dark. Simple rules that I still sometimes ignored. Today I found a burned down house and thought maybe there's something cool in there. There wasn't, just ashes and disappointment. So I went back to my original house and decided this is my base now. To build storages and barricades, I started leveling up carpentry by dismantling everything. Tables, chairs, the couch. If it could be destroyed, it deserved it. Turns out like 70% of household objects could become skill points. Day 10 and suddenly I felt like I was actually learning the game. I even figured out the map. Turns out if you have a pen or pencil, you can actually write notes and mark locations. Whoa, that's huge. That's what she said. Oh my god, look at that. Wait, can I make this smaller? Yeah, why is that so big? How do I... It's too big. I noticed the skill books giving extra XP multipliers. So between reading, looting, and crafting, I was finally turning into a survivor instead of a confused tourist. And honestly, I think I'm falling in love with this game. Something changed today. I finally started clearing out houses like I knew what I was doing. But then I met my next enemy. Vehicles. I had a crowbar, so naturally my brain went crowbar equals tool, car is object, therefore smash until something opens. Turns out, nope. The game just laughed at me while I tried prying random cars open like a confused raccoon. Meanwhile, the sky turned into a full-on biblical rainstorm, so I ducked inside a house and looted while waiting it out. Someone in the comments also told me about how you could boil water or use a microwave to purify bottles of water. Cool tip, if I had any idea how to do that. So instead, I just stared at the microwave like it owed me money and stayed thirsty. But my luck finally turned. After flipping the house upside down, I found it. A shotgun. Wait, what the fudge? Yo, look at this. JS2000 shotgun? Spoiler alert, the rain did not stop. Before heading out, I noticed a tiny key symbol on the UI, meaning yes, there was a car key the entire time. And what did I do? Slammed the E button like it was a boss fight and ignored the trunk menu entirely. Professional gamer at its finest. The car itself, still useless. Either no fuel, dead battery, or just cursed. So I ran to another house, punched a zombie into a permanent sleep, and took a quick nap myself because survival was exhausting. I woke up to even more rain, of course. And then I found it. Whoa! Look at it. The damage went up like crazy. With newfound power and 0 brain cells, I jumped back into the car to give it one more try. It actually worked. Ooh, I almost crashed into the house. Okay, how does this drive? I drove like someone who just learned what brakes are. Okay. Ah! I'm so bad at driving. Oh my god. Oh, this is a dead end. That's not good. What the fudge? Where am I? Spotted something interesting and pulled over. Inside the place, jackpot, tools, loot, beautiful chaos, and the cherry on top, a fire axe. Now I could ask zombies questions directly to their face. I got overwhelmed trying to loot everything at once. Panicked, sprinted back to the car, and drove off to hit a few more trailers. Mostly so I could keep testing the axe. And also because I still had no bandages and apparently hate myself. Today was pure zombie math. Axe plus zombie equals me happy. It felt like they were lining up like customers at a checkout lane. Meanwhile, car entry was still a nightmare. I broke windows more than I actually got inside. Every attempt looked like smash window, bleed, regret, repeat. Top tier strategy. I wandered down the road and found a massive storage facility, which is gamer language for more loot, but probably death. There were zombies everywhere, and every door needed unlocking, breaking, or psychic powers. I had none, so eventually I bailed and returned to the trailer park. But then I learned something life-changing. Zombies drop loot. All those bodies I'd stepped over, full of items I could have used since day one. As if the universe wanted to remind me I was incompetent. Oh! Can you actually, live, escape, or something? Is there an end to this? A helicopter flew over my head. Not supplies, not rescue, just noise. A giant sign that said, "Run more." The moodle started stacking again. Panic, stress, exertion. So naturally I took my shirt off because clearly that fixes everything. So here I was, half naked, covered in blood, swinging a firefighter axe like a sweaty lumberjack horror movie extra. Peak survival. Day 15 felt calmer. The houses around me felt safe, or maybe I was just numb. I patched wounds, cleaned myself, reorganized supplies, and mentally prepared to keep going. But while climbing out of a window, reality hit me harder than any zombie. I noticed I'd been bitten days before. Not scratched, bitten. In Project Zomboid terms, that's basically a ticking countdown. But deep down, something felt off. And for the first time, I started craving brains. Not metaphorically, literally. A new sunrise, a new chance to question my life choices. I marked the map badly, looted the house I woke up in, and hopped in one of the cars nearby for a majestic drive-by zombie parade for about 3 minutes. Then I ran out of gas. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Out of fuel, out of fuel, out of fuel. Can I, Crap. Not only did the car abandon me, it also broadcasted my location to every zombie within a 10-mile radius. Love that. I sprinted to the nearest house like I was on a timed shopping spree. This time, I remembered the TV skills XP trick while reading. Mom, I finally did it! Character development. But right as I was getting comfortable, I noticed the houses around me looked cursed. Like cult meeting at 3 p.m, sacrifice at 4 p.m. energy. So naturally, I left immediately. Day 17, I spent the early morning waiting for sunlight and drawing questionable things on my map. No regrets. Not what you think it was. It was this. With glasses, and then he has hair, and then he got a big mouth, and he's like... Once the sun finally came up, I picked a house to loot and immediately bashed a zombie so hard it looked like I had interrupted something private. Woo! That's a lot more zombies than I thought it was gonna be. Wait. Let's... Nope. Open. One at a time, I dealt with them. And by dealt with them, I mean I sprinted and screamed internally while fighting. The bathrooms were next, because if there's one universal truth in Project Zomboid, bathrooms equal bandages. My inventory disagreed and told me I was full. How rude. Day 18, more guns, more loot, and more problems. I marked the location on my map for later because I knew future me would thank me. He won't. He never does. I kept looting houses along the street and realized eventually I'd need to stop wandering and commit to a home base. Today was all about house shopping. HDTV Apocalypse Edition. I looted a medical house, wandered different streets, cleared out more zombies, and raided every home like I was reviewing Airbnb listings. Finally, I found the one. Storage space, good layout, defensible doors? Yeah, this was home. Day 20, and with almost every piece of furniture in the neighborhood now dismantled, I finally had enough planks to build more storage. Carrying them though, that was a nightmare. My back pain had back pain. Day 21, I raided another house today and found 2 zombies upstairs who were very close. No judgment, but also no survivors. After clearing the place out, I found a map on the zombie's body. Great news, until I opened it and saw just how ridiculously massive this world actually was. Read map. Oh, that is massive! What in the heck is this? What am I looking at here now? Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. I'm dying. Oh my god. So wait, are you kidding me? This entire map I'm looking at here is all stuff I can go see and do. I have officially explored 1% of a parking lot. With the materials stacking up and my carpentry improving, I finally built rain collectors, extra crates. Progress tastes delicious. Day 22, I fast forwarded time and accidentally moonwalked across the street like I was auditioning for a zombie Michael Jackson tribute. Looting routine was now smooth as well. Dismantle furniture, check bookshelves, raid bathrooms, cry over inventory space, and repeat. Home base also looked like I had a storage addiction. And honestly, yeah. The biggest win today, I finally learned how to hotwire cars. I didn't need the electrical skill or mechanic skill leveled up, but I did need some confidence. I drove back to the storage units with my newly hotwired ride and finally found a way in. Inside the place, treasure. Tools, supplies, weapons, and most importantly, maps. Louisville! Holy crap, look at this. There's like, what? This is a corner of the entire map, I think. Rosewood. That's another one that was on my map. So that might be connected to mine, actually. Let's see. Look at this. We're just opening up like little portions of this huge map. But like this is a lot of stuff for me. My own map expanded like I just unlocked a Fog of War minimap in a fantasy RPG. Since I was already winning at life, I pushed further into the warehouse. More crates, more loot. I left with enough supplies to open a small apocalypse-themed Home Depot. Oh, good God. That the one time I want to go somewhere. Friggin' alarm. I mean, it was bound to happen, you know? Let's get out of here, shall we? Today I hit the road looking like a post-apocalyptic gardening ninja. A poncho for rain, a spear for murder, and the confidence of someone who might survive another week. The coolest realization? Spears can be crafted with knives and other sharp objects, meaning upgrades were endless. This was the day I discovered something incredible. My car trunk could actually hold stuff, like real storage, not just sadness and regret. So I shoved almost everything from my backpack into the trunk, because apparently past me thought inventory management was a myth. I looted a few more houses before hearing moans in the distance, and not the kind you'd hope for. Turns out a mini zombie horde formed because either they were attracted to noise, they were attracted to me, I was attracted to them. I ran back to the car, hopped in like I owed someone child support, and returned to the house, only to be greeted by the disaster I left behind. Great. I love cleaning up after apocalypse me. Home was finally organized. Well, organized enough that I could pretend I had my life together. Next mission, unload the random junk sitting in my trunk. But first, I tested a gun. Holy dear Apollo, guns are loud. I suck with the gun. Oh, it has to be within range. You see where it goes like... That's what it is. Okay, that's making so much noise. Oh my god. Past Ray panicked like there was a horde nearby, completely forgetting that loud noises actually create hordes. My biggest fear now, running out of gas. Again. So I went from driveway to driveway, siphoning fuel using the world's saddest tool, a tiny water bottle. Oh, that one has a shotgun. I really want that. Double kill! Ho ho! After enough suffering, I filled the tank and drove to the small store where I found emotional support snacks. Because yes, depression looting is a thing. It's just, whoa! Dude, if I ever need like junk food, I'm coming here. Oh my god, what's in here? Burrito fresh? Yeah, please. I'll have half. Naturally, I robbed the entire place clean. Day 27, it was time for a road trip. I found an ambulance, which felt like the game was whispering, hey buddy, you're gonna need this. Then I hit a gas station and found actual gas cans. Goodbye, water bottle. Oh, that also broke that knife? Oh my god. All right, we're gonna have to use this. Eventually stumbled upon a video store. Suddenly, I had 32 new ideas for the future runs and 50 more reasons to never leave this town. But then, jackpot. A police station. Weirdly, 0 zombies. Like the game was plotting. I checked the gun safe anyway because I trust nothing. Not even peace. Oh, here we go, guys. Bullets, bandolier. Look at this box of shotgun. 9mm, 308. My luck, gone. Chaos activated. Of course. Yep, that's just what I needed. Okay. Something loud happened and suddenly zombies were lining up again. Bad call. Melee was clearly the smarter choice. I explored this huge warehouse next. The kind you'd see in every YouTube Zomboid run. And then I continued down the road like someone who had absolutely not learned a thing. Highways had blockades everywhere. So I discovered a life hack. Train tracks equals zombie-free expressway. Day 29, I rolled back into town and parked near a bakery hoping for snacks. Spoiler, everything expired. But at least I ended the day sitting on a glorious stack of wooden planks. Future storage boxes, baby. Day 30 was a bloodbath. Fog rolled in and suddenly I was surrounded by zombies. There's a lot of zombies. Okay. Also because it's doing this weird fog thing. Even with a gun and melee weapon, it wasn't looking good. I sprinted to a hotel, searched for a safe room, and instead found a jump scare, another very juicy zombie bite, and then the realization that controls hated me. Day 31 was a new spawn, new me. I looted houses, smashed zombies, drew on my map like Dora the Explorer with trauma, and then found a car with the biggest trunk I'd ever seen. Like storage heaven. I could pack everything and still loot more. We got a police vehicle, guys. We got a police vehicle. All right. We have a trunk that had... Oh, look at the trunk. 169. Did I ruin it by shooting again? Yes. Yes, I did. Oh, that's what happens. It gets jammed. How annoying. You've got a backpack on you. Yeah, where did all these zombies come from? Who the heck knows? Day 32, zombies chased me into a new day like unpaid student loans. But the loot, it was beautiful. Rosewood was wild. Guns everywhere, tools scattered like candy, and somehow I already looted more than the last town combined. Best part? Watching zombies trip over the fences so I could bonk them. It's like whack-a-mole, just with zombies. Day 33 was another day, another questionable decision. I explored the town and found a giant food market. Terrifyingly open space and huge windows equaled anxiety buffet. But upstairs, a perfect future base. Even better, I found a rooftop escape route. Hello, emergency, yeet exit. Day 34, my combat skills were improving, but my brain was still running on Windows 95. Next to the market was a massive building with zombies everywhere. And planks. So many planks. I also found a room of tables and chairs, which to me just meant free nails and more storage. My wooden crate addiction was reignited. Day 35, the police truck I stole? Yeah, I was surprised it barely ran too. I scavenged parts to fix it despite having the mechanical skills of a wet sock. Naturally, I'd give up and went back to my roots. Killing zombies, collecting loot, and questioning my life choices. I also found a police station safe I couldn't open up, which hurt my soul. It's also that time in the video, and if you made it this far, comment Zeds down below. Pro tip. Don't dump your entire inventory on the ground while looting. I dropped hundreds of nails. I cried. Moving on. Did I use all my ammo to make space for more ammo? Yes, I did. Was it smart? No, not at all. Was it satisfying? Absolutely. The sidewalks now looked like a cranberry jam factory explosion. Zero regrets. Day 38, it was back to the police station for gas. This time with an actual gas can. My goal now was Louisville. Train tracks were the safest route since the highways were zombified parking lots. I hit a blockade and had to walk on foot. Could I have hotwired one of the cars? Yes, but the chaos is content. As the sun set, I prayed any house nearby was empty. Oh my god! Not good! Not good at all! What? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Jesus. The first house I get into. That's it. Oh, thank you. Day 39, I was stuck in a cul-de-sac like a confused Roomba. Found a workable car outside a candy store. Perfect place to die, honestly. Louisville was huge. Malls, buildings, nonsense just everywhere. But I saw a possible base location circled on the map. First goal, survive long enough to reach it. Then I made the mistake. I used the shotgun. Every zombie within 3 postal codes heard that. I backed up and tried to kite them like a nervous kindergarten teacher with crayons and threads. At this point, I was just trying to reach a gas station, fuel up, and maybe make it back home. Road trip through the night, my heart rate was at 900 BPM. Today was a beautiful day because I finally returned to the first big hideout in Muldra. Big nostalgia moment. Very emotional. Almost shed a tear. Then immediately bonked 6 zombies with my crowbar and forgot all about it. Of course, one horde heard me commit light undead murder and came running from who knows where, so the emotional moment turned into a cardio session. After clearing the area, I looted every house like a raccoon in Costco and dismantled every piece of furniture I could find. Today, I went to church. Not because I wanted forgiveness, but because apparently the apocalypse had turned me religious. Nothing says spiritual awakening like looting holy furniture and fighting zombies in the entryway. At least my imaginary Cheez-It God was proud of me. Yesterday, I sought forgiveness. So today I balanced the scales by smashing zombie skulls again. A great morning routine. Better than coffee. But because karma loves me, I got bitten again. Luckily, it wasn't infected, so the universe is still rooting for me. Barely. I drove to the next house, cleared it, and, surprise, got bitten again. Apparently going to church just doubles your bite rate. Noted. The next few days were introvert days. I stayed inside, healed up, ate everything that wasn't nailed down, and slept like a depressed bear. I also started organizing, except organizing meant dumping everything onto the warehouse floor like a toddler with Legos. As zombies were trying to break in again, my composters said no. Those things are tanked. I also had some sheet rope escape routes set up. Oh my god. So there was a lot more zombies than I thought there was. Holy crap. Okay. Oh yeah. There's a lot of zombies. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is really not good. And I double checked my emergency hideout with just a bed in case today was a day I did something stupid again. Then I heard the car alarm go off somewhere nearby, which is basically the zombie national anthem. Why is there a car honking outside? Oh my god. This was my place to sleep. What do I do then? Hold on. Can I see like outside? Okay, it's not too bad. They really like that car. Can you all go to the vehicle, please? Difficulty still insane. Zombies everywhere. The only safe place, back inside my warehouse. Cleared out majority of them too, actually. Okay, that was really nice. Whew. I gotta get all this stuff inside. Organizational day part 2. I dropped so many items on the ground and my FPS filed for unemployment. If I wanted to remove old storage crates, this was the price to pay. Day 49 was vehicle collection day. Backup cars for backup cars. My organizational skill, IRL, hit max level from sorting, looting, dropping, and panicking. One day, this mess would become something beautiful. Things were looking worse. The warehouse was now a storage landfill, but I promise, future me will make it look amazing. For now, I needed food, so I climbed down safely. Yes, safely. easily, looted half the neighborhood, and filled my map up with explored houses like a psycho with a Sharpie. Cleaning actually began today. For real this time. Crates in the back became storage, and I started cleaning out the middle like a functioning adult. Progress was visible. With more cleaning, more sorting, more regrets. I found so many tools and random scraps, I questioned my entire life choices. But I also kept it all. Day 53, planks. I needed planks. So I hit the road looting more houses and found a survivor house full of goodies. Best part of the day was dropping everything off and hearing the warehouse finally stabilize with more emotions. This is it. Oh, you might know how long it took me, but oh my god, hold on, I gotta stretch. Oh my god. I died so many times trying to do this, guys. You have no idea. Like, the amount of times I've had to restart my game is crazy, unreal. I've died 80 days worth of content now, which is insane. I can't believe it. I cannot, not even 80 days worth of content, just 80 days in general. It's like, for some reason, I fell in love with this game. It is honestly something so special that I didn't know would turn into this. It's just amazing. It is a wonderful game, and I think anyone who is curious about trying it, give it a chance, give it a shot. You will love it. You will fall in love with it. Day 54, today was the day. After 60 hours, I finally found a sledgehammer. Q Angel Choir. Woo, look at that meaty thing. Wait. Do I destroy? Oh, wicked. Oh, this is kind of cool. I love it. Look at it. Oh, I got to destroy the pole. Tumble down. And I die. Because I could see that happen. There it is. Look. Holy crap. Oh my god, we opened it up. The sledgehammer is such a beautiful thing. Day 55. New mission, dismantle every piece of furniture in existence. The higher the carpentry level, the better the builds apparently. No one told me this sooner. As I finished up, I discovered something life-changing. I found out you could pick up every piece of furniture in the game. So naturally, I went full IKEA Thief Simulator. But the second I started loading the van, zombies showed up. Zombies showed up like, hey, what you moving? Need help? No, I did not. I fought the zombies off, drove home, and carried everything inside. I didn't need the secret hideout anymore because now I had decor. Build. So I think this is how it works. You can only place it down with the place down like actual function. Oh, we can sleep in it. Oh my god. Okay, I need to get a stove then. Oh my god, I could have like 50 fridges in here then. Store everything. That's gonna be silly. Oh, I love it. Day 56, it was time for another plank run. The van with its glorious trunk space carried everything. I did still need carpentry books though. Reading them apparently mattered and leveled up things quickly. Day 57 was a road trip, but make everything horrifying. I found a school or maybe a community center, but more importantly, zombies boxed me in. Some had hazmat suits on. This was fashion show level intimidation. Then I raided a gas station because loot overtakes fear. That's another factory right there too. Actually, I might want to go up to those cop cars there. Get some free guns. It's free real estate, so let's do it. Come on. Bring it on, little lady. Little Manny. Nope. Stop it. Ooh, do you guys have anything good on you? Police trooper hat. I'll grab one of those because I've always wanted one. Actually, can I just wear that? That'd be cool. Yeah, look at me. I'm a blood policeman. All right, what do you got for me? Fiberglass stock. Oh, we're going to get a lot of stuff, aren't we? Shotgun. We're looking for, here we go. Ammo. Day 58 was the Nightfall raid, the police station. Lots of zombies, lots of jump scares, and so much ammo I could have started a militia. Holy crap. Literally, like, look at it. Hold on. Look at all this ammo. Watch this. Look at this. Look at these boxes. 7 boxes of this. 27 boxes of 9mm rounds. 18 boxes of 308 rounds. Like, what? Holy crap. Oh, it's gonna be hunting season. Worth every penny. Day 59, my genius brain activated. What if I knock down part of the roof and build a bridge over to the storage lot? 2 minutes later, I'm dying. Oh, my health evaporated. My panic skyrocketed. A splint saved my life, and so did some planks and a random sheet rope. Somehow I was still alive. Day 60, I was completely out of commission, broken leg and all. This is when the healing arc began. Nothing exciting here to see, okay? Just resting, eating, hydrating, and glaring at that broken leg like it personally betrayed me. With one functional leg and too much boredom, I chopped down trees for logs. Turns out, logs would equal planks. Planks are life. Why did no one tell me this sooner? But to be fair, I should have gone back to my survival roots, okay? Today I was feeling better, so it was back to looting and dismantling everything that wasn't glued to the floor. I'll take more nails. The planks I don't need anymore because apparently trees plus planks are awesomeness, okay? Well, okay, trees, we cut down, get logs. One log is 3 planks. That's crazy. There's so many trees around. I should have just been doing that from the beginning. As the fog rolled in today, nope. Back home. Not today, Satan. I stored food, admired my railings, aka fall prevention, and reminded myself that generators must be found soon. Power will end eventually. No, I'm serious. Power gets cut off in the game permanently. Day 68, it was back to survival basics. Branches, logs, and primal forest goblin building techniques. Planks everywhere. So many planks. Storage floor, a forest now. But railings were coming along, and sawing logs on site was the new meta. This was storage unit looting time. I found multiple generators. My power problems? Future me problem. I still needed the generator magazine though. The game continues mocking me. While dismantling a restaurant, I remembered the gas station nearby. It was time to run some more fuel. You better believe I filled the van and trunk like a petroleum dragon. Day 72, I returned to the strange Mark house and immediately got ambushed. That's a lot of zombies. Whoa, I just realized. Oh my God, where did they even come from? Look at them. Look at the limbo of zombies. I have to double check this house is not littered with even more. Oh yeah, look at that. There's even more. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my lordy Lou. But I cleared it, looted it, and yes, this was the house. Oh, this place has so many guns. What the what is going on? So all the guns were downstairs. They left it for us. Thank you so much. And then bathroom. Oh, okay. I mean, okay, realistically speaking, I don't need all of these, you know? I just don't. Day 73 was more loot and more storage. I built a food-only crate. I managed to get a water dispenser. I also found a candy shop and another fancy furniture piece to drag like a maniac. Things were good right now. As some of you may know, carrying large furniture is terrifying. One mistake and I'm zombie sushi. But I made it back home and placed the freezer perfectly. Today, the goal was clearing every remaining house and marking them off. Loot, confirm. Check mark. Next. Lesson of the day, always carry bandages. Also, survivor houses have ridiculous amounts of loot and should always be raided. T77, I still had no generator magazine, so I raided the schools again. Defense tactics remain undefeated. Zombies fall, I bonk. Continuing to look for that how-to generator magazine. Mailbox had nothing. Garbage cans, nothing. Every house, nothing. This generator magazine felt like a final boss. I even considered leaving town, even though the zombies kept saying, haha, try it. Today, my hope returned. I found my first military backpack in all its glory. Oh, military backpack? Oh my God. Oh, finally. Holy crap. 65 carry weight. It literally doubles. That is insane. Afterwards, I continued to swap out all the gear into it and continued 65 a military backpack, man. It's even got the camo and everything. It looks so good. And then went forwards exploring these trailer parks. I also found another water dispenser. The hydration arc continues. Then I tested how high I could jump because curiosity and boredom equals injury waiting to happen. Oh, you can climb the big fences. Holy crap. I think I have to have enough stamina and make sure that I don't have like a lot of stuff on me. But that's insane. Today was humbling. After yesterday's zombie-inflicted love bite, I had no choice but to park myself inside and wait. My only goals were not to die, not to panic about maybe dying, and stare at the wound every 5 minutes like it was going to answer me back. Basically, I sat there wondering if I'd turn into a zombie or if my immune system would clutch up and carry me like a ranked Apex teammate. The next day wasn't much better. My moodles looked like a mobile game UI. Tired, anxious, hungry, dehydrated, existential dread, everything but happy. Still, I forced myself up because today was water prep day. Rain collectors built. With a total of 5, by the way. Okay, that was actually pretty amazing. Should I have waited until I wasn't injured? Yes. Did I instead immediately act on a reckless idea to explore a new town? Also, yes. Speeding down the roads lined with barricades, I finally reached the town, only to realize it wasn't a town. It was a zombie convention. Oh, okay. Okay, guys. We could talk about this, right? We could talk about this. Woo-hoo-hoo. Seeing this many zombies freaking me out. Oh my God. There was more undead things than buildings, more groans than Twitch chat. And there I was, injured, underprepared, regretting every decision that led me to this moment. I woke up still surrounded. At this point, stepping outside wasn't risky. It was a guaranteed death sentence. So I made a new plan. Find a fenced-off safe house and pray it didn't contain a welcoming committee. A quick sprint and a window open later, I was inside a lonely house with stairs. And stairs make me crazy. I'm kidding. And stairs in Zomboid, stairs are life, okay? I barricaded myself upstairs and waited for the chaos outside to calm. These days were slow. I didn't move much, mostly because aggressively healing and aggressively panicking uses the same stamina bar. I read comics, checked the bathroom like it was a sacred shrine, and occasionally swung at zombies trying to climb the stairs like it was Black Friday and I was guarding the last PS5. Eventually, I realized I couldn't stay here forever, so I made another plan. Step 1, lure the zombies away. Step 2, find a getaway car. Step 3, hotwire it before becoming a Lunchable. We've got a couple tries and then I have to get out of here. Please. Okay, so we got a bit of fuel. I'm gonna see if I can get out of this area. Not area, but like go back home. I drove away shaking, starving, bleeding, and as I decided to make a little pit stop back at home base, I finally found food and the generator magazine. Like, what? I might have taken everything from this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Right there. How to use generators. Generator maintenance. Oh my God. That's literally all I needed. I don't even need to go back to that town. At least not yet. Today was all about home. Finally. No zombies, no panic, no 12-hour fight or flight marathon, and 400 crates of unorganized garbage staring at me like, so when do we exactly get sorted? I loved this base, but realistically, it was huge. Too huge. At this point, building an entirely new base on the highway sounded, honestly, easier. The next few days were spent organizing in what I could only describe as feral goblin mode. I found a creepy animatronic head that made me look like the final boss of a Five Nights at Freddy's spinoff. It was perfect energy for chopping wood and scaring the undead. No zombie dare test me while I swung my axe wearing that thing. Not even myself. All those planks finally had a purpose, and that purpose was building compost bins so strong they could emotionally damage a grown adult. Also, never put generators indoors, unless your goal was to become a ghost. These things could kill you in an instant. Today was the big day. Generator launch test. Was it safe? Theoretically. Did I still brace myself like it was going to explode and send me into Minecraft heaven? Absolutely. Can I see? Oh, here we go. Here we go. We can see. Okay, so it says power consumption lights 0.02 an hour. The popsicle fridge is every hour it uses 0.16. The white fridge is every hour it uses 0.13. Total of every hour it uses 0.4. Once it worked, I continued building the walkway bridge. That thing was massive. Basically a wooden airport runway straight across the base. Let's see. It goes... Oh, wow. I did not realize it was this high up. Holy crap. Okay. So, we go down. Yeah, it works. God, that's beautiful. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Also, the freezer was now my best friend in the apocalypse. It kept food frozen, and it kept hope frozen. Day 92 was fuel run time. I filled every gas can I owned and then went shopping for a new vehicle, because if I was going to declare war on zombies, I needed something with both storage space and disrespectful horsepower. It was time for revenge. The van became the Purge Mobile. I drove into town and started clearing zombies. At first, manageable. Then more came, and more, and then way more. Both my weapons started jamming, and that's when I realized this wasn't a fight, it was a warning. So I bailed and had to rethink my plan, for now. Today's plan? Well, plan is a strong word. I drove into another town, hopped out, and started swinging like I was auditioning for The Walking Dead. Fighting hundreds of zombies with one weapon is not ideal. Who knew? At one point, I panicked and jumped inside a tiny trailer thinking I was safe. Spoiler alert, I was not safe. Zombies surrounded me so fast my knees started sweating, and I didn't even know knees could sweat. I launched myself through the window and sprinted away like someone who lied on the resume and finally got asked to do the job. The difficulty was insane. My brain, not ready. Sure, I could loot. Sure, I could fill my inventory, trunk, and soul with junk I might need. But without a plan, all I was doing was organizing more chaos and collecting trauma. Today, I made a decision, a terrible decision. I went back to Louisville on the hardest difficulty because apparently I hate myself. At first, everything was fine, relaxing even. Then the zombies showed up. Then more, and even more than that. Eventually, there were over 1,000 zombies, and my computer started lagging like it was trying to run Skyrim on a toaster. My vehicle died, I lost control, and my only option was to run. Killing zombies? No. Surviving? Maybe? The only thing I could think of was hotwiring a random car and escaping. Zombies were 2, and I was 0. But hey, I'm still breathing. Today's objective, find a better gun. Preferably automatic, preferably loud, and preferably something that says, I fear nothing and regret nothing. The fog rolled in today, which means one thing, boss battle mode. I stood my ground behind a fence like the most cowardly, strategic genius who ever lived. After clearing what felt like the population of a small country, I found a few gun cases. Please, Cheez-It Lord, bless these bullets. All right, this is the weapon I found. So this one, normal. We've had this before, the MSR 700. I didn't really like this one because, as you see, it only has the 3 rounds per shot. This one, oh my god. Holy crap. The M16 assault rifle. It is magazine 30, and I do have some magazines for it. Today was revenge. Today was chaos. Today was my moment. I fueled the car, drove back toward Louisville, parked in a totally safe spot, and got ready to go full guns akimbo. Come on! Hundreds of zombies swarmed me. Perfect. Adrenaline maxed out. My brain cells, they were on vacation. I fired until my ears rang and the world shook. This was it. Peak apocalypse energy. And then, of all things, I tripped on nothing. I fell over and screamed like a man who stubbed his toe on Lego. As the zombies closed in, all I could think was, don't worry, I'll be back. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate your support. For those who still watch my content to this day, just thank you so much. I appreciate your support to the moon and back. To see so many of you in the comments and the videos, just enjoying it, watching it, even in the streams and Discord. If you did enjoy this video, please hit subscribe and drop a like down below. Maybe leave your favorite part as well. I love your faces so very much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. This is Rayofpandas signing out. Bye guys!